Then I gotta turn this thing around. I can figure out how to do it. I can't see it. There we go. All right, here's what we got today. Hope everybody's doing very good. Our plan for today is to carve a Bigfoot out of pine. I've already got him cut. Scroll saw. So we're going to use a Dremel rotary tool and a Vevor rotary tool. I'm going to use some Kutzall burrs. I'm going to make us a Bigfoot. Nice, happy, wonderful, friendly Bigfoot. That's the plan. Anyway, there we go. Okay, and I think we got enough light on this table. I do need to get that cord out of the way. That is not going to work, is it? Yeah, I can fix that though. Let's see. But that's the plan. Anyway, carve a Bigfoot and go from there. What's going on, Plywood? Glad to see you in there. Hey, Hobo. Glad to see you, my man. Let me get this cord turned around and get it out of the way. I kind of screwed up. Didn't realize I was going to do that. So we're planning on, hey, Woodchucker, what's going on? Dad. Glad to see you guys. So here's what we got. We got, now, Billy Shoemate shows up. I've got an extra carving to do. It's gonna depend on if he's here. If he's not here, I can save it for next week. It's not that big a deal. Or if he shows up too late, or I realize he's here too late, one of the two. But I mean, I'm kind of okay with that. However it goes. Everybody hear me okay? As best you can. Chucker, does it sound like you're watching the Charlie Brown episode of Charlie, you know, the Peanuts or whatever? I don't know. Sound all right? Sound good? Bad? Horrible? All right. Like button activated. Heck yeah. Well, you know, that's the thing. You put that on there, you just encourage people to do that, you know. If they don't, they don't. I mean, it's not that big a deal, but, you know, you prefer that they do. And, of course, you guys are team players. All right. Sounds good, Dad. I sure appreciate that. All right. Of course, I'm real close to the phone, so it's going to get into Charlie Brown mode. I'm going to start out with the quarter and round out quite, I don't know, realistically, I probably ought to dig some of the muscle content out and go with the smaller burr. Let's do that. Get that baby going. Get a mask on my face so I'm not inhaling dirt. And you guys be sure to hit the like button. Appreciate you being here. And maybe zoom in just a little bit more. Okay, all right. Hey, Billy Shoemate. Oh, what's going on, buddy? Heck yeah. So Billy, we're gonna see how it goes. We might get to this tonight. That's the plan. We might get to this tonight. If we get to this tonight, then it's yours. Okay, either way, it's gonna be yours. It might be next week, but either way, it's gonna be yours. Okay, let me get this mask on. But I got the boot. I didn't forget. I almost forgot, and then I remembered. Which is kind of like forgetting and then remembering, for those of you in Rio Linda. Okay, let's get it done. Start with the Bigfoot, dig out the very armpit. Now look, we're not going for the female Patterson version, we're going for the male Patterson version. That said, y'all hit the like, okay? How about that? You would think Bigfoot would go to the gym, right? I mean, I would think he would. Now, if you think some months back, yes, you're right. I have carved this before, but I sold that one, so I got to make another one, right? Man, that's bright, ain't it? Good light, good light. But yeah, Billy, I got that boot cut out. If I don't have enough in me to do it this week when I get done with this, we'll do it next week. I don't know. I just don't know. Back to work today. Kind of pretty tired, actually. But it's there. You know, I didn't forget. It's there. So what we're going to do is, so Billy Shoemate, he's like the absolute best about guarding your channel, watching it, making sure that people don't get out of control. He's real good about it. Hey, baby kisses. And so the guy said, well, you ought to make him a boot since he gives everybody the boot. Well, there it is. We just got to carve it. It's already cut out. But I might save it till next week. Sometimes I'm not sure if I'm even on the camera at all, you know what I mean? I don't think I was. I think I had that thing over too far. Hey, Land Raven, what's going on? Now this wood is southern yellow pine. And some friends gave it to us. They had this that was flooring, and they brought it up from Florida. And I mean, it's some good, hard, dry stuff, but it's still fairly easy to carve. I don't mind it at all. Carving really well, actually. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna give that one a break, and I'm gonna go to the quarter on this bigger stuff. I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier. I had it ready. I think it's like it's almost too big, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Okay. back to the other one. If I can get down in there a little deeper. See how she goes. Shaping's coming along pretty good. Hope you guys are liking that. Hit the like button if you haven't already. I think that's all the further I'm going to go with this burr. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to something more pointy and start doing the facial detail. I wonder if I can zoom in as I do that facial detail. Maybe a little bit. I'll try. How about that? I know it sure looks kind of wonky, but I think in the end it might look cute. It might not look cute. It might look like horror. It might look horrible. You guys might tell me this is the dumbest thing you've ever done. And you might be right. You might be wrong, but you might be right. Hey, John, what's going on, buddy? Glad to see you. Heck yeah. Good, good. Hey, guys, if you're in there and you have not checked out Woodchucker Caleb, check him out. He is a funny guy. He's a real good chainsaw carver. Coming along, got a nice little channel. Check him out. All right, let's get this going. Okay, where's Bigfoot's face at? I don't want to get out of the... Okay, I got it. That's making so little dust. I need to take the mask off because that way I can blow it. I mean, just to get the dust out of the way. Now, can you still see that where it's at? I'm trying to figure that out. Keep it in the... It's kind of a game. I got to be able to see it. You got to be able to see it. Or otherwise, it ain't worth it to nobody. So, figuring that out will be a little tricky. But anyway, the people that gave me this pine, I think they, this flooring, they wanted me to build them something with it. And I told them, let me know what you come up with. What would you like to make? And I haven't heard anything back so far, but mean, they got a lot going on. The husband's got cancer, and they've been dealing with that. Who knows? You know, I mean, I'm sure they got this is pretty low priority to them. You know, but I thought I'd take a piece of it and just carve a couple things with it and see what it was like. See how it carved compared to other pine that I had, and it's actually really nice. This is nice carving stuff. I don't mind it at all. Well, it's coming along all right. Not too bad, not too good. Somewhere in the middle. That's where we strive to be. You know, can't expect too much. I mean, you can expect too much, but that don't mean I can deliver. All right. How'd I just do that? Something like that. And then I went out and around and came back in. Yeah, okay. Trying to give him some kind of cheekbone, you know. Bigfoot wouldn't look right without cheekbone. Try to clean off some of that ink. It's starting to come out. Not too bad, not too good. We still got the picture just right? Yeah, that's pretty good. So the biggest thing is drawing it, drawing this piece out, and then cutting it out with the scroll saw. And really, I mean, that's half the battle right there, getting an okay drawing to work with. Bringing it, digging it out, you know. And then when you come out here and you try to carve it, you're wanting to show the detail, and you also need to see it, so it's hard to kind of keep. You kind of blur that line between trying to keep it where you can see it and trying to keep it where I can see it, if that makes any sense, you know. And I'm kind of dumb, so that makes it even harder. At least I think it does. Give this guy big lower lip. That'll make him look miserable. Make him look like he just got home and his wife made tacos and he don't really like her tacos. He doesn't want to tell her. You know, that makes sense. You get that from two sides of the board. You're going to have one guy say, well, I really like my wife's tacos. I don't know what you're talking about. Then you got the other guys like, oh, you too? Which actually, no, my wife don't do too bad on that. AKA the boss lady, right? I don't know, Billy, this is going too fast. I might have to do that. I might have to do that boot after all. Let's see. Okay, I got to switch that out with something different. Yeah, here we go. Trying to get the face done first, and then once we get the face done, switch it over to giving us do some hair. Go a little bit finer in with a different Kutzall burr, and go from there. All right, where are we at on the screen? Okay, there we go. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not too good. Bigfoot, you know you ought to have a stiff upper lip, right? By the time it's burning, they look alright. They gotta get rid of all that ink. And by ink, I mean I drew this out with a pen. How's that looking? Can we zoom in anymore? Not really. They won't let me go in anymore. Yeah, that's gonna look pretty good. Before I do the hair though, I want to go through one more time. Actually, I can go ahead and give it the eyes. So let's go ahead and give it the eyes, and then, or give it the eyeballs. It's kind of small. Let's see. Should we give it big old eyes or little old eyes? Let's see. I think that'd be too big. Don't you? So let's go with these. This is the smallest man paw burr I have, but it'll work. Not that much. Alright, get some eyes now. And I can see looking there that I need to dig the nose out a little bit. And so I'll do that. But I want to do the, I can do that with the same tool I hair. Actually, I could probably do that with this. Let's see. Boy, I tell you, I fight the chucks on these things all the time. But just a little bit more out of here. Alright. Okay, let's go to that hairing bit. And actually I can sand that off a little bit with that bit. Let's see, where did I put it? Let's see. Let's see, I thought I put it back in there. I'm looking. I know I put it in there. No, I didn't. I left it laying on the table. I found it. Okay, that's what happens when you're done. Look, sometimes you just gotta Apple AirTag everything. Could you imagine the Apple AirTag in that burr? I can't. And how many burrs I got? I mean, I have to, you know, have about 30 of them. About 30 of them air tag things, you know. It's kind of ridiculous. All right, let's give this guy some hair. I'll zoom in, not do too much of it. I know, it just hit me. That's not even what I said I was going to do, is it? What I was going to do, and I can still do, I was going to do with this burr. Go through and give this guy a little more definition. I might as well pull these off because I want these to pull through it and have like a good, if you get that drop in, drop out, it just looks more natural. So that looks pretty good. But let me go ahead and tighten some of this other stuff up real quick. Places that just giving definition. Getting there, a lot closer. Do the figures real quick. Give him a nail. Man, I wouldn't have made a very good manicurist, would I have? Oh well, it went them all. Same thing with the feet. On this side, you know, you got big toe. And that's really all you got. As you can see. I mean, you could go back through there and give him more. Nobody's going to see it that close, though. And then the other thing is, remember, the feet don't have hair on them. So I might as well, so I don't forget, give him hairy feet. I might as well pull those two now. detail to it. Too bad. According to that, he's only got 4 toes, but not too bad. I'm not too upset about it. Alright, let's continue the hair. Now, every time you look at one of these, for whatever reason, they do the hair in a weird way. But we're going to try to follow it, kind of. They bring it like that. Like it's parted. Like old Jimmy Swagger or something, you know, I mean. Woo. Every now and then, I get my hand up against that thing, my finger, and I get a little burn. It's just part of being dumb. You know, I wouldn't recommend you be dumb. If you can help not to be dumb, don't be dumb. But if you're dumb, you're going to do it. So never mind. And not to be discouraging. You know, if you realize you're dumb, it's not the end of the world. I mean, look at me. I figured it out at an early age. Somehow I'm still here. I think the head looks too bad. By the time we burn that, clear coat, I think it's going to look pretty good. Anyway, if you haven't hit the like yet, hit it. Appreciate you guys being here. Don't look too bad. Arm so far, it's hairy. It's kind of hard to see on the camera though, really, when you look at it. But it's actually just a pretty good long hair pattern. You know, we're gonna leave most of the chest bare. it, you know, it's kind of hard to see on the camera, but that's coming out really nice. Boss lady?
Everybody wants to know, is this a Mr. or a Mrs.?
Well, considering it doesn't have any pecs or nipples, I would say it's a Mr. Look, and the jury was out on the Patterson Bigfoot, whether it was a female or a male. I mean, it kind of maybe bounced a little in the chest, you know. But without getting too graphic or anything like that, because this is a family channel, I would like to note that it doesn't really matter. For purposes of the carving, this is a non-binary, gender-neutral Bigfoot. All right, anyway, whatever. What's your take, boss lady? Do you think it's a man or a woman, or do you think it's a... Hey, look, I'm fat. I have boots. You know, Bigfoot's fat. He's got boots. I don't know what the problem is.
Well, I guess I'm anxious to see what you're going to do with those.
What?
They look like coconuts.
Well, there's some days in all of our lives where we look like coconuts, you know? I mean, for potatoes.
Your boots don't look like coconuts.
Do your feet take low, do they? Okay, what? Okay,
Really?
well, I mean, you're the one that... I'm going to sand them,
Okay.
and then we'll go from there. And you guys can decide. Remember, this is a family-friendly channel, you know what I'm saying? Calm down, for God's sake. What? Huh?
Forget that?
No, that's his foot.
Oh.
Yeah, like that, that's his foot. And it don't have hair. Bigfoot butts don't have hair. Okay, let's stand him out a little bit. I'm trying to zoom back out, but for some reason it won't let me. There we go. Okay. Alright, he's looking a little better. You know, maybe he is. He's tiptoeing across the grass. I don't know. It's just kind of the way he looks. He's more tiptoeing Bigfoot. I don't know.
So do his boots have hair?
No, I'm not giving him no hair. Look, he's worked hard to have this body. Let him show it off.
Okay.
I'm not done with him. Other than burning and clear coating, and I don't have a torch in here to burn him, so I have a torch, but I don't have a gas. I have to go out to the grill or the shanty, and I'm not doing that.
How do you get wood chips in the back of your chair?
I don't know. Yeah, this just for the life, sake of the life, you know, keeping things clean. This Bigfoot, what is it? Oh, that's not, I did with that stupid Winston. I didn't like it. That come out ridiculous looking, didn't it?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know.
It looks like
Yeah, I know. It looks, well, you did do it with markers, because that's what the Winston works on. It's markers. Yeah, it's not made for painting wood. Without a doubt. started that quick. Oh, I unplugged it. That's fine. How about that? All right. Let's do a little sanding on this guy. Clean him up. And then he'll just have to wait until I got a torch in here to burn him. But I got some stuff I got to sand to clean him up. He's got to do. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Let's put this baby in there. We'll clean this chest up. Yeah, for sake of the live stream, I don't know if it's a male or a female. So if it makes you feel good, call him a they, them. I don't know. I call him a piece of wood. Alright, I think I'm pretty happy with that thing for now. Until I can burn it. That's just going to be where that one is. Alright, so that means we've only been on here for what, 48 minutes? Wow, okay. All right, I think we're going to do Billy's boot. Billy had to send me his address. And then you'll have to be very patient because I'm very horrible about getting these things out in the mail. I will eventually. But it just like takes me forever because I get busy and then I'm like, I don't want to mess with that right now. I don't want to mess with that right now. I'm messing with that. Oh my God, I got to do it. You know, I just get behind, you know. Anyhow, here's what we got. We got a cowboy boot. We're going to make this boot. We're going to send it to Billy Shoemate. Why are we going to send this to Billy Shoemate? Well, I'll tell you why we're going to send this to Billy. Hey, Kevin Drinker, what's going on? Heck yeah. Who else we got in here? Yep, there's Billy. Plywood, heck yeah. Hey, boss lady. Anyhow, what's she saying? What's she saying now? Who knows what she's saying? Anyway, it is what it is. That's why I'm in the garage. You know what I'm saying, guys? Okay. No, I'm just kidding. She's awesome. Okay. Actually, she's really quiet. You guys can tell who's got the mouth in this family, you know what I mean? All right. too. At some point in time, I'll have to move my finger out the way, ain't I? Yeah, Donald. What's the problem, man? Some more of a detail burr and get more of a detail. How about that? That makes a lot of sense there, guy. No doubt. Okay. All right. I mean, it's a boot. It can't be that hard. Unless the boss lady has it and she's trying to kick me with it. That's always possible too. Yeah, every so often I clean this stupid thing out. It gets full of dirt. I'm starting to figure out that's got a lot to do with sometimes that thing don't want to work right. That's what it is. Because it ain't never gonna stay tight. I don't know why, but that's just, it's like that's just how they're made. They're made to not stay tight and make you think they should on top of that. How about that? Okay. my hand. Ain't that nice? That's a nice design. I bet you could go to a manicure 1,000 times and they never get your hand to look that good. Got it. All right, we got two more things to do to it. First thing is, we got to give it that little bolt clamp, whatever you call it, on the end there. That kind of like keeps it in place. We'll use this one. I kind of want it to stand out a little bit. I don't know why. Is it a shooting star? I don't know. Alright, there's that. Now, let's go to the, I lost my shoe. I have my trout slippers on. I showed you guys the other day. That's what I just happened to be wearing out here. Those stupid trout slippers. Oh well, that's fine, right? I could take a joke, you could take a joke, we could take a joke together. I don't know, I could stain it. I don't know. This is going to you, Billy, so whatever you want. Heck, if you want me to spray paint it pink, 2 tones of pink, I can do that. I don't care, whatever. We'll just leave it like it is. Sand it. To get the pin marks off, and it's going all right. It's slow, but it's going. Alright, there's the boot. And as long as he wants it, that is the Billy Shoemate giving him the boot, keeping our channel clean award. There we go. There it is. As long as you send me your address, I will send it to you. Let's see what we got in here. What's going on, Michael S. Superfan? Glad to see you. Hey, Dane, how you doing? Hope you're doing pretty good. Hey, Tim, well, you know. Okay, here's what we got. A little recap. Mr. Bigfoot coming over to try on the boot. Doesn't fit. Glass slipper. He's not going to get a ride, that's for sure. And that, whatever that weird wagon was that Cinderella went in, you know, the glass slipper, the glass boot. The glass boot didn't fit. The wooden boot didn't fit. You must have quit. I don't know. Hey, be rugged individuals. Why not? I mean, I think we are. Most of us are pretty rugged individuals. Nothing wrong with being rugged. You know, I don't know. That guy, he kind of looks like a hairy monkey. I don't know. I mean, I look like a hairy monkey. You look like a hairy monkey. Hey, Woodchucker, he's got a nice beard right now. He looks like a, hey, Billy Dunn sent me his address. I got the, I just seen the email pop up on my phone. Awesome deal, Billy. Good deal. Heck yeah. That's what I like. Yep, without a doubt. I don't know. Hey, Todd, what's going on? Check out LJ Todd, check out his channel, LJ Woodworks. He makes some really cool stuff. Heck yeah, glad to see you in there, my man. All right, well, anyway, that's what we got for tonight. That's going to Billy. I don't know. I think that's going to get a preschool. You know what I mean? Nowadays, they wouldn't even scare the kids. You know, they want to take it home with them and sleep with it. I don't know. Okay, that's what I got. Let me pull this thing out of here real quick. I definitely appreciate y'all being in here tonight. Let's see if I can't turn this thing around. Get my hand out of the way if I had a hard on. All right, and that's what I know, guys. Let's see, any resemblance? I mean, it's close. You know what I'm saying? It's close. This you know, I'm more fat English guy, and he's more so-called ape. I don't know, but we're close, you know, something like that. Oh yeah, you want to see my rusty hat? Let's see, I took a dump in it. No. How about this? Does this resemble me? Oh, it's upside down. Come on, rookie. Anyway, does that resemble me? I don't think so. Not even a little bit. Does it resemble Rusty? It is cute. I will say that. That is kind of cool. I mean, it looks better than Rusty, that's for sure. All right, anyway. Hey, Land Raver. Appreciate that, my man. All right, guys. Well, that's what I got. I appreciate you guys being here. And we're going to be traveling next 2 days. So hopefully I'll see you Monday evening. That's what I'm going to shoot for. Hey, Viking, what's going on? How about that? Yeah, a little bit of something there. A little bit. Gotcha. Yeah, I done had two, man. I can't drink too many. That's good enough for me. Greetings from Chile. Heck yeah. All right. Well, hey, you got it, Kevin. Yeah, I appreciate that. Safe travels. Okay, I'm going to do that. So I'll catch you guys hopefully Monday where we're at. I'll tell you where we're at, and I'll tell you what we're doing. And we also got this here. I'll show you this guy here. He's from the other day. Ready to go. It's just very basic eagle. It was something we could get done. That's the one we carved yesterday. It's done. It's ready to go. The idea was we're going to hang that in a tree up there. Probably Monday. We're going to hang out in a tree, old oak tree, and it's you know, it just needed to be up there in the weather because I mean it's going to be in hurricane stand. You know, is where it's at. That's what I call it because they have a lot of hurricanes there. And so the thing's probably going to get blowed off the tree anyway. Who knows? And we're going to, I don't know, probably put about 60 screws in it. But that's what I got. All right, guys. Hey, I appreciate you being here. We will catch you if I can remember how to turn this off. Yes, I can. Come back when you can stay later, you schmucks.